Hey guys, it's Betsy, and today I have like a Walt Disney World tips and tricks kind of video. I have 12 tips for you on just like your Walt Disney World vacation. I'm an annual pass holder and I have been for like 3 or 4 years, so I kind of know a lot about the parks. We live in Florida, like right by Orlando, so I like to think I know a bit about Disney World. So I wanted to share some of my knowledge with you guys. I was gonna organize these and then I just didn't end up doing that, so sorry if this is a little all over the place. First, I'm pretty sure most people know this, but if you're staying on Disney World property, you can log on to like your My Disney Experience account either 60 or 90 days before you get there and start booking your fast passes, and that is like the best thing that you can possibly do, because if there are certain rides that you really want to go on or certain characters that you really want to meet, chances are there's gonna be really long lines for it. Like Mine Train always has a really long line, Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, any of the mountains, Everest, another mountain, the Frozen ride in Epcot, Soarin', get fast passes for those if you can, and the earlier that you log on to try to get those, the more likely you'll be able to get them. So make sure that you're doing that, especially if those are like really important to you. And if you're gonna try and get a fast pass for something, I would highly recommend trying to get one for Flight of Passage in Pandora in Animal Kingdom, because that's literally the most amazing ride ever. Okay, it's like soaring to the next level. And then tip number 2, for people who are not staying on property, I think it's 30 days in advance is when you guys can go on and book your fast passes, and do it, because some people who are staying on property didn't go in when they were supposed to and didn't log on when they should have to get their fast passes, so there will probably still be some really good ones that you can get, and if not, get whatever. You're saving yourself a little bit of time, even if you're getting the smaller rides. Get what you can, save your time there so that you can wait in the longer lines if you have to later on. If possible, if you're planning on staying at one park for your whole day, or even if you're planning on going to different parks, then what I would suggest you do is kind of book as many of your fast passes as you can early on in the day. So let's say that you're gonna be at Magic Kingdom all day and you got your big ticket like ride items early on in the day. Once you use all 3 of your fast passes for that day, you can book more fast passes one at a time. So then if you're finished with everything, you can go on, see what fast passes are available, and book another one. Then once you use that one, you can book another one and keep going, so you can get like 4, 5, 6 fast passes for one day, even though technically people only really get 3. Alright, another tip for if you really want to meet characters. If there are certain characters that you really want to meet, see if there's character dining with them. So like all of the Winnie the Pooh characters are at the Crystal Palace, which you can get breakfast, lunch, dinner, which is at Magic Kingdom. Mickey, Goofy, Donald, and Daisy, I think, are at a restaurant in Animal Kingdom. I know that there's a sit-down restaurant in the Land that has character dining with Mickey, maybe Minnie, and Chip and Dale. You can meet them there. Outside of Disney parks, you can have dinner with Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy at Chef Mickey's in the Contemporary Hotel, and there are a ton more where you can like meet characters that way. If you do it like that, you're getting to eat awesome food, meet your characters while you're eating, and kind of knock out 2 things at once instead of like standing in line, waiting to meet characters, standing in line, waiting to get your food, and then doing them separately. When you do it together, it's a lot more like fun and a personalized experience, and then you have more time later in your day to do other things. But if character backgrounds are really important to you, then go and meet your character. You can get fast passes to meet characters. Some characters don't typically have like a really long line, so that's always great. If you really just want to meet the classic characters, Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, Goofy, go to the character spot in Epcot, which is by the Starbucks in Epcot. You can meet all 4 of them You stand in line once or you get one fast pass, you're in, you get time with every single character. It's so nice. It's like a really good opportunity to meet everybody. But also there are so many different spots around every single park, and usually they're all wearing different costumes everywhere you go, so that's really fun. Some rides at Disney World, if you can't get a fast pass for them, that's totally fine because honestly, the lines are pretty fun. Like Space Mountain, the line has games and like interactive stuff you can do. For Flight of Passage, they also have like a really cool line with like stuff to see, stuff to look at. Everest has like a little museum thing of the Yeti, which the ride is based on, in the line. The Little Mermaid ride has really cool interactive like games while you're waiting in line, which is so cool. So don't be afraid to wait in Disney lines. Disney puts a lot of effort into every single thing they do, including your queues. So when you're waiting for a ride, they still want you to be enjoying your time and having a good day. So wait in the line if you have to. It's really not that bad. Part of the Haunted Mansion also has a really cool like line that you're waiting in, but a little tip is a lot of the like games and stuff in the ride lines you have to like touch, and you're touching all of this stuff, but a lot of people are also touching it just in passing. So don't forget your hand sanitizer when you're in the Disney parks. Use it before you eat, use it before you get on a ride, use it after you get off the ride. Like, it's just a little gross when you think about it. If you're staying on property, especially if you have young kids, take them back to the hotel midday, take yourself back to the hotel midday, and just take a break. Especially if you're doing rope drop to fireworks. That's a crazy day. Everybody needs a break. Disney is hard, okay? It's hot. There's a lot of stress, a lot of walking. Don't be afraid to take a break, okay? Your hotel is there for a reason. You get free transportation, and the transportation is usually pretty fast. So, I mean, use your resources, appreciate all of the stuff Disney is giving you to do, and appreciate the ability for you to be able to go back to your hotel midday and then come back to the park later. Because your vacation's not going to be enjoyable if you're exhausted, if your kids are exhausted. It's just not fun. If you're not staying on property but you still need a break, take a break. There are so many different places around every single park that are just like nice chill places to hang out. You can always go to one of the quick service restaurants that's inside, and you don't have to buy anything. You can just sit down at one of the tables. It's air conditioned, you're taking a break from outside, you're taking a break from the heat, and you can just chill and go on your phone for a little bit. The quick service restaurants can be kind of loud because there's music, there's kids crying, people talking. So if you really want to break from like madness and you just need air conditioning and quiet, my favorite thing to do is to go to one of the attractions. So every single park has like shows that you can go to and you can see, or you can like sit down in, and those are really the best for taking a break, chilling out, just relaxing yourself. In Magic Kingdom, Hall of Presidents and Carousel of Progress are great options. In Epcot, all of the different like countries, most of them have movies that you can sit down and like watch in the air conditioning, in the dark. I know Canada has one, I think France has one, and I know the United States has one, and there might even be one in like Japan or China, I'm not really sure. Hollywood Studios has The Little Mermaid and the Frozen show, and Animal Kingdom has Finding Nemo. Now all of these things are great for like actually watching and enjoying, so I would suggest that you try to do some of them or all of them if you can, but also if you need to take a nap in them, nobody's gonna care. There are so many kids sleeping in there. I've slept in there. Like, it's just a nice place to take a nap, especially Hall of Presidents, okay? All of those old people talking so slowly really puts a girl to sleep. You won't get to do everything that you want to do at Disney World on your trip. Like, that's just not gonna happen, okay? There's so much to do at Disney World. I live here and I haven't done everything. It's not realistic to want to do everything on your 1 or 2 week vacation. So don't try. Don't like kill yourself trying to do everything. Enjoy your vacation. My tip for you would be to make a plan of what you really want to do. Pick out your top few things that you can realistically get done and try your best to do them. Get fast passes for the rides that you want. Get reservations for the restaurants that you want, and then make an itinerary of your day and figure out when you're gonna do what and do it. With that, also, don't be afraid to change your plans. Don't be so set on doing exactly what you have planned to do every minute of the day that you're there. Like, if you see something that you want to do, well, you're right there. Don't be rushing off somewhere else. Take your time and do what you want to do when you see it. If you want to go on teacups, go on the teacups. Don't rush to Mine Train because you have to get Mine Train done. Take your time, enjoy yourself, and be flexible. You never know what will happen. You never know if there's going to be a freak rainstorm. It's Florida. You can pretty much guarantee there's going to be a freak rainstorm. You never know if a ride is going to be shut down. It happens. Okay? Be flexible, but also have your plans so that you can do your best to have the best vacation that you can. Take advantage of Disney Springs. Disney Springs is so nice, and it's one of my favorite parts about Disney World. There are like 2 areas to Disney Springs, but it's huge. So there's like the shopping area where it's pretty much a big mall of just like normal stores. Like there's Zara there, Uniqlo, Sephora, other places. I know you don't need the list, whatever. And then there's another whole side where it's just Disney stores. There's the World of Disney store, which is the best and everybody has to go there. There's a Disney themed cooking store, a Disney themed Christmas store, all year round, a Disney toy store. There's just so much there and it's really cool. And then there's kind of a third part to it where it's still very centered on like everything Disney, but there's the AMC theater where you can like sit down and eat dinner while you're watching a movie or just go to the normal movie theater side. There's a bowling alley, a House of Blues, Cirque du Soleil, a ton of other just like restaurants and like shops and things to do. It's just so cool. There's so much exploring that can be done there. And it's nice if you don't necessarily want to do a park that day. If you don't want the stress of a park, go to Disney Springs. It's so nice. There's so many different options for things to eat. Oh, hi Jovi. I forgot what I was saying. Disney Springs, it's awesome. Go there. Oh yeah, and there's also like live music and concerts and stuff there. Even like at the House of Blues and then even just in other spots around Disney Springs. You're messing up my video. Okay. If you're staying on property, again, this is for you guys who are staying on property. Utilize your extra magic hours, okay? You guys are so lucky to have these. They are awesome. So if you don't know what extra magic hours are, which, who are you? They are basically extra hours that you can spend in the park, either 1 or 2 at the beginning of the day before the park officially opens, or 1 or 2 hours after the park technically closes. So everybody else who is not staying on property is basically kicked out of the park and you get to stay and do all of the rides and eat food for like hours when nobody else is there. So all of the huge rides, Mine Train, Spaceship Earth, Flight of Passage, not Spaceship Earth, Space Mountain, Flight of Passage, Everest, they all have like 5 to 10 minute waits and you basically just walk on the ride. So why would you not do that? Especially if there are rides that you really want to do. This is perfect. You can do literally all of them in one night or in one morning. And then usually 2 parks have extra magic hours in a day. Well, sometimes if you're lucky. So like say you can have early extra magic hours at Epcot and late extra magic hours at Magic Kingdom. So go to Epcot in the morning, do everything you want to do there, take a break in the middle of the day, take a nap, get prepared, get back your sleep that you lost in the morning, and get some more sleep for what you're gonna miss that night, and then go to Magic Kingdom. Once everybody leaves, you have the park again. It's amazing, and it's such like a nice thing that Disney offers. If you didn't know this, there is one McDonald's on Disney property. The food is the same price as every other McDonald's. It's not more expensive because it's on Disney property, even though you'd think it would be. It's over by the All-Star Resorts, so if you really want cheap food or you're just kind of missing home and you just need like something familiar, go to McDonald's. It's so nice. I love it there. It honestly looks really cool. They have really nice outdoor seating, and the inside is also like really cute and like modern. Those are all of like my tips for Disney for now. I hope these were somewhat helpful. I hope these are somewhat helpful for you guys. If you want more tips, let me know, and maybe I'll try to make more videos like this. I'll think of some more tips. And yeah, I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you want. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.